Hey guys, how all doing? Time for a quick update. It's been pretty much exactly 2 months since we last spoke. So the last video here was on the 30th of November and now it's the 30th of January. So it's time for a quick update. Real quick, what's going on here? Well, it's just the bear market doing its things. We talked about this in the last video and we're kind of still doing the same thing. Just looking at the fibs here. We had a bounce here, just like I predicted, up to 3-4. And I pretty much exactly go back and watch the video. It's kind of funny. Kind of double tapped it almost, and then we just had a crash. Why do we have this crash? Well, a couple of things happened. We had the new Fed chair announced. That seemed to spook the markets. We had the Fed meeting. Again, these Fed meetings seem to be turning points. And then we had some stuff going on in Iran again. And that's pretty much it. And the Epstein files came out, which are pretty bad looking for a lot of people. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. The bear market doing its thing. We had the silver crash after the new Fed chair announcement, which is kind of incredible. I mean, you guys should know by now, every parabola just eventually, does its own thing, just crashes. So this one crashes. Nothing new here, no surprise. So I hope you guys didn't get caught up in this thing, buying the top here. You should never do that. If you're not early, don't be late. Okay, that's your two rules: be early, and don't be late. So just a couple of things I want to let you guys know. So I'm buying here. This is definitely a buying opportunity. I think anything sort of between here, 25 and 200, 2000 is a buying opportunity. And I believe we should probably bottom out around here somewhere. I think between 22 and 2000. We'll see how low it goes, but I think around here is a good time to start buying. Then eventually we'll go back up to 5 grand. You're gonna double your money at least from here, and then maybe a little bit higher as well. So I mean, rewards aren't gonna be that massive in ETH, but I mean it's better than playing the altcoin game, which is just I mean, this was amazing, but then look, it's over. Like, guys, it's just over. Look at Virtua. So any little pump just gets completely, and I mean completely obliterated. They're short, they're quick, they're violent. They catch more liquidity, and then they just dump those tokens. Exactly the same story on every single altcoin. We had a bit of a pump and then a dump below the previous support. I mean, I'm going to go through all of these guys because it's very important I drive this point home. 193, a decent pump, and then a dump below the previous support. Avalanche even worse, guys. 1143, and now it's below 10. Sui again, we had 140, a nice little pump at the beginning of January, and then below the previous support. Aster, it's kind of a new coin, so it doesn't have that much price action from before, but again, a little pump start of the year, and then a dump. Plasma is kind of too new to do much analysis on. A Caspa, just brutal. A bit of a bounce off the 20th of December, a nice bounce off the 1st, but then didn't last long and just again lost the previous support. This is absolutely brutal, guys. I mean, look at what's going on with alts. It's just absolutely brutal. Pump Fun, again, a nice little bounce. It's kind of held on to some of that. These bloody meme coins are still, I mean, it's not just a meme coin, obviously, but still. It's to do with memes, essentially. And then Pudgy was a meme coin, a nice bump from January, but then Batman or whatever, bat ears, and then boom, double top. So guys, it's just the same game again and again and again. That's why nobody kind of sort of wants to be in crypto anymore. The alts are essentially just extraction vehicles, for manipulators. The only things you guys want to play in is just the big boys, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and maybe a couple of other coins. But just, be very, very selective what you guys play with and be very, very careful. In terms of Bitcoin, I mean, we're not even down to 0.5, but I suppose you can start loading up here. I do expect lower between 0.5 at least, and then down to 0.618, around 60,000. We'll see how bad things get, but generally, speaking short term, this could be a buying opportunity because usually the first day of war is the big dip, and then we get a bit of a recovery. So yeah, we're kind of in the middle of the dip right now. As you can see, I'd say this is a good place to buy. We could see a recovery back up to 2.6. So yeah, it's not massive, but it's something you can get back. We had a wonderful flash crash already today, but you guys kind of late for that. So that was down to 2257. So congrats to anybody who got this, but it was just like a 1 minute dump. So you had to be there to catch it, or you had to have your levels buy prices set before we even got started. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Just a quick 5-minute update video. I'll see you again in a month or two. If you want to subscribe, we'll see you. Otherwise, bye bye.